It's fairly safe to say that RIM's had a bit of a tough time of it in recent years, with the BlackBerry brand taking a bit of a beating from the likes of HTC, Samsung and Apple. While there's a new flagship device on the cards that could change all this, the much anticipated BlackBerry Z10, and we've been fortunate enough to get hold of one. With flagship credentials and a fresh operating system, could the Z10 be the game changer that RIM so desperately needs? If at any point you'd like more information, just give the Phones For You logo a click. Straight from the off, it's clear that RIM has decided to start afresh with the Z10. The QWERTY keyboard has gone, as is the quirky rounded design of previous BlackBerry handsets, replaced instead with a sleek minimalist look. The device feels really sturdy and on the whole very un-BlackBerry-like. In fact, if it wasn't for the bold text and large logo on the rear, you'd never know that this was a RIM handset. It's not the thinnest smartphone in the world, nor is it the lightest, but there's a standard at work here that could challenge any other flagship device in terms of build quality. It goes so far beyond the likes of the bold 9900 that this genuinely feels like a new chapter for BlackBerry. We're not huge fans of the flimsy battery cover, but really this is just a small gripe. Power up the Z10 and you're greeted with a stunning HD display, again far beyond anything seen before from the Canadian manufacturer. The sharpness shines through even in the menu screens, with icons looking really crisp. Images virtually pop out of the display, and watching movies is as pleasurable as plonking yourself down in front of a huge flat screen TV. Although at 4.2 inches it's slightly smaller than some other competitors, spend some time with the Z10's display and it becomes apparent just how good it can be. Even Samsung's Galaxy S3 and the HTC One X struggle to compete in terms of colour reproduction and sharpness. To match the out with the old ethos, the Z10 features the all-new BlackBerry 10 operating system, and what an operating system it is. It's a radical departure from previous platforms, is high on innovation and is incredibly easy to use. The home screen is not a million miles away from that of the iPhone, but from here the similarities end. Screen edge gestures are the order of the day and give new levels of functionality to the touchscreen. You can see this in the BlackBerry Hub. By simply swiping to the right from the left edge of the screen, you'll be taken instantly through to a one-stop shop for all your email, social networking and messaging needs. Want to take a glance at that email that just came in while you were doing something else? No worries, just swipe up and to the right to take a quick peek at your inbox. These fancy gestures help out when it comes to multitasking too. If you've got several apps on the go and you want to switch between them, simply swipe up from the base of the screen. No lengthy menus or double tapping of hardware buttons required. One area where BlackBerry smartphones have always excelled is in their QWERTY keyboards. Although the Z10 doesn't have a physical keyboard, it does feature a stunning touchscreen version. The intelligent text prediction is particularly impressive and works by letting you flick up suggested words into a message. Typing has never been so easy. The BlackBerry bods haven't left their business credentials totally behind with the Z10 though, thanks to the rather nifty BlackBerry Balance. This basically allows you to have your work phone and your personal phone inside one device. That might sound fairly standard, but the great thing is that the work side of your phone stays totally separate to the personal side and can even be wiped by an IT administrator should you ever leave your job. The personal side will remain totally untouched. BBM makes a return, but this time with added video functionality, making the messaging service a viable alternative to Skype. An added bonus of BBM video is something called Screen Share, and I'm going to use my assistant John to show you how it works. This lets you share whatever is on your screen with the person you're chatting to. The service on our test devices was slightly temperamental and a bit grainy, but we're hoping that RIM irons this out for production models. There are loads more features on the BlackBerry 10 OS that we haven't had the time to look at here, but just click the link to be taken through to our in-depth video walkthrough. Although BlackBerry handsets have never been famed for their camera capabilities, the 8-megapixel snapper on the Z10 is very impressive indeed. Images are really crisp and colour saturation is realistic. It's probably not going to trouble the Sony Xperia Z in terms of quality, but it's light years ahead of anything RIM has produced before. A real headline feature of the Z10's camera is something known as time shift. This clever bit of software lets you rewind or fast forward to find the best possible frame of a photo. But even better than that, it uses face detection to let you choose the best shot for your subject. Say goodbye to unsightly blinks and weird gurns. So it looks great, features a brilliant operating system and has a really innovative camera. But has the Z10 got what it takes to change perceptions of BlackBerry and really make an impact as a flagship smartphone? In a word, yes. This is a handset that can really hold its own against the likes of the Samsung Galaxy S3, Sony Xperia Z and iPhone 5. The BlackBerry 10 OS really is amazing, and even the keyboard adds a little something to set it apart from its competitors. RIM really has hit the mark with the Z10, and there is finally a BlackBerry device that can mix it in the superphone big leagues. Head over to the Phones For You website now to read the full review.